What's up, roofing contractors? This video is literally just going to be me reading the page that I am in the process of building, but it's done enough to share it with the world, so to speak, on roofing leads and everything that goes on in this crazy industry where quality seems to be really hard to find, and there are a lot of, shisty sort of people out there. So in this video, I'm just going to read what I've written on this page, and I'm going to share it with you. So if you're watching this on YouTube, then that's great. And if you want to read it yourself, you can head over to my website. If you're on the website and you're seeing the video there and you don't feel like reading this page, I will read it to you in this video. Otherwise, you can not play this video and just read the page yourself if you're, lying in bed and you don't feel like listening to anything and you want to be quiet or whatever. So whatever you want to do, do it. But I want to have this video on YouTube because I do think it's an important piece of content to create. And it's a really cool and easy way to create it. So I'm just going to read this page right now. Ready? Here we go. So roofing leads. If you are a roofing contractor looking for roofing leads, keep reading or keep watching and keep listening, because on this page, I'm going to go into great detail about the roofing leads industry, how it works, some of the biggest pitfalls and mistakes roofing contractors make, and finally, what actually does work. So, roofing leads from HomeAdvisor, Angie's List, and companies similar to them are usually a nightmare. And trust me, I talk to roofers every single day, and 99% of them say the same thing. They've tried the roofing lead selling companies like HomeAdvisor, Angie's List, Thumbtack, and the like, and it's been a nightmare. Why? Why is that the case? Well, many reasons. But the main one is that they are shared leads, meaning the leads that those companies sell to roofing contractors like you are sold to multiple roofing contractors. This creates obvious challenges, but the main one is that homeowners are typically inundated with estimates, and it ends up being a race to the bottom in terms of pricing. Not good. In other words, the cheapest contractors tend to win. But the problem is made even worse when you factor in how annoying it is for a homeowner to be contacted by several contractors in a short amount of time. If you're quick enough to call them and get them on the phone, you're still rarely the first roofing contractor they've spoken to. At that point, they are annoyed before the conversation even begins. You'll hear things like, "I've already spoken to multiple contractors. Why are you calling me?" And that's obviously not a good place to be in when you're starting a conversation with someone. And these roofing lead companies often get the leads they sell you by, for lack of better words, misleading homeowners and getting them to opt into having their info sold to multiple companies. Not cool at all. And just to kind of go off script for a second, you can imagine what these homeowners go through when they realize that they're getting all of these calls. They realize that what they opted into is just a scheme to sell their information. And so they are pissed off. It is not a good place to start a relationship with someone. So that's why getting leads from these lead selling companies is often a terrible idea. And it's the reason so many roofing contractors are opting for other lead sources. People realize that Angie's List and HomeAdvisor and these lead selling companies are not working for them, so they're looking for other solutions. So what are those other lead sources and which are actually good? Keep watching, because we're going to go into that in this video. Now, roofing contractors have begun hiring digital marketing companies to generate leads, but the results are all over the place. And I know this because I talk to roofing contractors every day about what they've experienced in hiring roofing marketing companies. And it's just been like usually horrible results, some good results, but it's usually an absolute nightmare. And I'll explain going forward. So there's no way I could possibly overstate how crazy this industry has become. There are countless marketing companies and marketing gurus who claim to be the best at generating leads online for roofing contractors. But here's how 99% of them work, and this is huge. The vast majority of these companies do the exact same thing as one another. They use Facebook to get leads for roofing contractors. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. I use Facebook. Facebook is an amazing platform for lead generation. The problem is that Facebook's advertising platform offers a wide range of options for lead generation, and they aren't all created equal. So how do you know which ways work best? Well, it just so happens that the easier the system is to set up, the junkier the results tend to be. I'll explain. Facebook wants to get you good results. If they do, you'll continue paying them money. Makes sense. But they also want it to be as easy as possible for people who aren't very technologically inclined to be able to use their advertising tools. So they've created super easy ways for anyone to pay them money to have their content put in front of other people. And the result is that basically anyone can figure out how to advertise using Facebook. For instance, have you ever heard of boosting a post? If you have, or if you've done it before, you've advertised on their platform technically. Unfortunately, your boosted post was doomed for failure from the very beginning. It wasn't using any of the power the Facebook's professional ads platform has to offer, unfortunately. Believe it or not, most of the marketing agencies out there do little more than that when they market your business using Facebook. One of the things these marketing companies do is create Facebook ads for you that have people fill out forms. So Facebook created what are called instant forms, which allow advertisers to create forms in a flash that are part of Facebook's advertising system. The problem is that they almost always result in low quality leads. Remember how I said that Facebook wants to get you results? Well, believe it or not, that is why the results are such low quality. See, when you tell Facebook you want leads, you are telling it you want as many leads as possible for as cheap as possible. There's literally no way to specify that you want what you consider to be high quality leads. They don't know what even that means. So when Facebook gets you a lead, they pat themselves on the back, so to speak, and then get you a bunch more leads just like those. Meanwhile, the leads happen to be horrible. They don't pick up the phone, they have no money, they didn't even remember filling out the form. But Facebook has no idea that they aren't good leads. They just know they filled out the form, and that's all they care about. That's what nearly every marketing company is setting up for roofing contractors for lead generation. So how do we solve that problem? How do we get high quality leads from Facebook? Keep watching. How to get high quality roofing leads using Facebook's ad platform. To get high quality roofing leads using Facebook, you need to layer a marketing system on top of Facebook's existing ad platform that does one important thing: qualifies the lead and then teaches Facebook if it is a good lead or a bad lead. So, how is that done? It's done by sending the traffic generated by advertising to a landing page off of the Facebook platform, as opposed to what most marketers do, which is use the lead forms within the Facebook platform. But that's only half the battle. Now that the user is off the Facebook platform and onto a landing page, which is just a web page, by the way, we can use our own forms, actually questionnaires or surveys, to qualify them. So instead of filling out a simple form that asks their name, email, and phone number, we ask for all of that plus their full address and other questions that tell our system if it's likely that they have money, are ready to buy, etc. And depending on how they answer those qualifying questions, we will either tell Facebook's ad platform that they are a person that is likely to be qualified or likely not qualified. And if they aren't likely qualified, our marketing system tells Facebook essentially, thanks for the effort, but that person isn't who we are looking for. Figure out what it is about that person and stop showing our ads to people like them. And then conversely, if they are likely qualified, our system tells Facebook, yes, that's what we are talking about. Figure out what it is about that person, what's unique about the person who's qualified, and show our ads to more people like that person. This is an absolute game changer. Now, Facebook is learning how to get better over time because of our system, as opposed to literally learning how to get worse over time if you use the Facebook lead forms that almost all other marketers use when they set up your account. So this is an absolutely revolutionary way to get better quality roofing leads using Facebook, and to get good quality roofing leads using Facebook that you can actually close into real business. I hope me reading through this page, and there were a couple typos there that I'll have to go back and fix, but I hope reading through this page was at least somewhat eye-opening to you with regard to what is actually possible when you use Facebook's platform properly. Because like I say in the video or on this page, Facebook has a very wide range of power that it offers, and unfortunately, it's easy enough to appear as though you are advertising using Facebook's ad platform properly, but in fact, it's not even close to scratching the surface of what Facebook's ad platform actually allows for. So, I hope some of the information on this page kind of like opened up your eyes to just how vastly different advertising can be. So if, for instance, if you've tried Facebook ads and they haven't worked for your business, there are reasons why. In fact, this is my website here. This is actually a rebuilt website just to make it really simple and clean and easy to use. But if you go to the Learn tab on my website, there are 2 videos about Facebook ads. Number 1 is, the reason Facebook ads didn't work for your roofing company. And number 2, 3 reasons Facebook ads are better than Google ads for roofers. And in these 2 videos, you'll hear some of the stuff I mentioned in this video on this video, but you will also learn some really cool things watching this video. So I recommend watching both of those. And then if you're not already on my YouTube channel and you want to head over there to just really go down the rabbit hole with my content, you can definitely do that. Otherwise, if you're on my website, you can watch testimonials, if you like, of my clients and learn about them and what's worked for them, and just a couple videos that I feature on my website of me literally interviewing my clients and talking to them at length, kind of a long form, almost like a long form podcast, me talking to them, and then kind of just see if I seem like someone you'd want to talk to. And then whenever you want, you just click this green button on my website and it will take you to a page where you can get on my calendar, talk to me personally on the phone, and work with me if you think we might be a good fit, and I think we might be a good fit. So that's it. I hope this was a really, really helpful video about how to get roofing leads and sort of how to think about how to get roofing leads and who to hire and what's going to work and what isn't, and why things may not have worked in the past. So on that note, I'm going to leave you, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. See ya.